Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Dakota has informed me that there is a replay he wants me to watch, and so that is what we're doing right now. I'm gonna take a look at this really quickly, see what's going on. Loading screen. Okay, we're in. I have no idea what he's playing or what his opponent's playing. He's playing Punk, pretty decent starting it. He's playing Bystial Punk. You're fucking cringe, Dakota. We're both playing Branded. Okay, what? Okay, dude has Bystials in hand. That's what it is. I was gonna say there's like no shot he can't activate anything in Branded. If he didn't draw, oh, I guess Branded Fusion is at 2. Branded Opening's at 3. Albur is at 2. Albaz is at 3. Super Polys might actually be set here. And then these are probably Bystials in hand then. Dakota has decent drawing in hand. He has Druid Swarm now and Magnum, which kind of sucks. Boxing Toon, send one of the Bystials? No? Okay. Then I guess you don't need Imperm, turn 2. It's just generic Punk combo, reveal, special summon Gear Note. Synchro into 8, Gear Note effect, special summon the Sharagusai. Yeah, Ziaman, then Gear Note effect to special summon the Sharagusai there. Gives it more attack as well from Ziaman effect and lets you search. Luckily chain block it to stop the interruption. Adds Wagon, normal summon Wag. Oh, Super Poly! Hey, look, who would have guessed it's a Bystial? Garura? Yeah. What a fun and interesting card Garura is. Branded Lost effect adds Fallen of Abaz or a monster that mentions it. I'm not sure what Mercuria? Garura doesn't mention Fallen of Abaz, so I'm not sure. He sent Branded Retribution? Is this just an engrave? Ah, targets a Branded spell and trapped engrave, returns it to hand. Banishes the Bystial to add Druid Swarm, or to summon Druid Swarm. Druid Swarm does all that, draws one card. That effect, Ball Drake banish Foxy Toon, special summon. Magnamut will banish Garura. Magnamut will banish whatever. Maxi. Really unfortunate he didn't use the Maxi earlier. It would have been like +4 now, I think. But that's a good play around. Magnamut doesn't come out. Magnamut affect an opponent's turn. E-Telly to go into the Sharagusai probably. Oh, Madame Spider actually makes sense. Activate stat, just to make sure that affects the field. Activate to add the trap, draw one card. You get Ash in hand. You have an effect negate or just a face up negate. Okay. Sorry, what just got banished during end phase? Oh, Madame Spider because you used E-Telly. Right. No level 9 synchros? I guess that makes sense. Bystial Lubellion in hand. Bystial Magnamut banish the Lubellion. Very nice. Then he has Ash for Branded Fusion if that is drawn. As the Serenir, Serenir has no targets, I don't think. Yeah, he got rid of the Foxy Toon already. Set effect, Deskia Theater of the Branded. I don't know why he's playing the Theater of the Branded. That's a beautiful fucking reaction right there. Get rid of that. Bystials are such fun cards, aren't they? Being quick effects, which they shouldn't be. Attribution effect, add that back to hand, then you can activate it again. Wagon effect allows him to draw one card when targeted for an attack or just in general. Oh, is it just when it's targeted for an attack? I thought it was when anything is just targeted as well. Nice, gets rid of that. Serenir effect to banish Druid Swarm, special summon Serenir. Serenir gonna crash. Okay. Serenir effect. That's a send a Bystial monster. End phase, nice. Can you not? Is this a once per turn? Is this a hard once per? It's a hard once per turn. That's so nice. Bystial Lubellion, okay. Gets the Maxi, that's whatever. Bystial Lubellion, send as a Bystial monster. Be adding okay, yeah, that makes sense. Serenir effect, banish, special summon Serenir. Do we know what this is? I don't recall what this is. If there's anything that could be. Bystial Lubellion tribute to summon itself back out. Serenir effect, then sends a monster. Places Branded Regain. Summons Ash. Goes into level 11? Psychic and Punisher. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was actually kind of thinking you might go into, Amazing Dragon. Sorry, I was thinking Jam Dragon Drive. Doesn't attack because he wants to keep the effect of Psychic and Punisher, but does want its attack to go up. So if he goes into attack phase at all here, he'll basically just force them to like have to attack, otherwise they just lose. So if they go to battle phase here, it's just free win. And even if they go to battle phase, it's still free win because they can't actually attack into Pep without losing. Still gain another 4,000. That effect places one at the bottom of the deck, draws a card, which is pretty nice. Mirror Jade activated effect unfortunately does work during end phase, even if it leaves the field, and it will get rid of Psychic End Punisher, which is so annoying, but it is what it is. It will still, I think it does still kill. Albion Banish Diffuse. Branded Lost effect, sure. They did that in the whole wrong order. You're supposed to do this and then this. So that way you chain block it because they can't activate cards for effects in response to the fusion summons. Banish Mercurier and that. Lubellion effect. There was no reason to do that instead of just banishing Albion and Albaz. That way you keep the other Mercurier in your hand. So you have the effect negate, which, I mean, would have been nice. Wouldn't do much, but would have been nice regardless. Effect Shuffle back. Fusion summon into Mirror Jade there. Still has the 2 level 8s. Could go... Oh no, they're locked into fusions actually because they play Blinded Fusion. What are they going to do to out this? Are they going to use Claritis effect and attempt to do something with that? Don't... Oh my god. They never read. They never read. They never read. Claritis effect will also not work because it's unaffected by activated effects. So they have... Oh, banishments! Ah, well, it didn't work anyway. Didn't matter anyways. 2 dark monsters go into Starving Venom. Masquerade, actually. There's a Destiny monster and a dark monster. Well, good job, bud. Good job. Very good job, I guess. You tried. Isn't there one that targets and gains the effect and name of a monster? I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. I think it's Strago's Tapelia and not Starving Venom. I don't know enough about like super poly targets or like that kind of stuff, but I feel like there should be something in his extra deck that he could have summoned to then use Psychic End Punisher's effects, because you can still target Psychic End Punisher. It just won't do anything. Nothing will happen to the card because it's unaffected. So I'm pretty sure because you can still target it, you can still gain this card's effects, because you're looking at the card itself. Which means that although yours isn't unaffected, you then do still have that big body. So if you crash the Mirror Jade in, he's gaining 4,000 attack, so that's going to 11,500. 11,500. Isn't that still 80? Isn't that 7,500? I think that's 7,500. Which means he goes main phase 2, banishes 2 cards they control. But I don't even know how that target works. The super poly target might actually be on summon, or when it leaves the field. You can target a card in your own graveyard or something like that. I don't recall. Crazy hand right here. It's kind of dumb. And he's a good draw. Ziaman. Rindrum. Masquerade effect. Pay 600. Serenir effect. Target banish. Branded Regained effect, makes sense, another 600. Set 2, that's being Claritis effect, that's fine. Main phase, or battle phase, that effect activates, giving 13,000. Boom. Dakota paid as many life points as he possibly could, just to get that done. I didn't know I could pause here and that it would still do like the whole death animation and then keep me in the thing. Does that mean I can play with these guys? I can! That's weird. And now I have a replay of my own. Look at this starting hand. Look how sexy and beautiful this starting hand is. Synchron Carrier. Junk's Converter effect. Add Cyberse Synchron to hand. Synchron Carrier effect allows me to normal summon again. Junk Synchron, Special Summon, Junk Converter. Junk Synchron and Converter will Synchro Summon. And we will go into, as you can imagine, Junk Speeder. The Mega Junk Speeder effect is chain 1. Junk Converter effect is chain 2. Special Summon back out our Junk Synchron. Add Jet, Satellite, and Stardust Synchron. Stardust Synchron on summon is going to add Stardust Illumination to our hand. Now, I should say this as well. This isn't my normal Stardust Dragon deck. It's not. You might also be confused as to why I added this to hand. it was because based on what my opponent had in response. If they would have activated Nibiru in response to this being in hand would have been alright. It wouldn't have been necessary, but Arrive in Light could have given me more things based on what my extra deck is, which is not a normal Stardust Dragon extra deck. Well, I guess it kind of is a normal Stardust Dragon extra deck, but it's not a normal Synchro strategy extra deck. Synchro these two off, go into Jet Synchron, or Stardust Charger, not Jet Synchron, or Junk Converter for some reason. Synchron Carrier is going to special summon a level 2 token with 1000 attack. That's going to allow me to draw one card. I already have Junk Converter engraved, so I don't need that. Drawing into Synchro Overtake kind of sucked, actually. Synchro these two off to go into Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon is going to summon out my Starlight Warrior. Activate Stardust Illumination, Pitching Trail. Or Dumping Trail, I should say. Then I banish Illumination to decrease the level of my Stardust Synchron to 3. Then I Synchro Summon into Shooting Riser Dragon, making it a 5, sorry, not a 3. Then I dump Quick Draw Synchron, which means that this is a level 2 monster. I then Synchro Summon using those two cards right there, my Junk Synchron and my Synchron token, to go into Junk Warrior, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Junk Warrior gains attack for each level 2 monster on your field. Or the attack of all level 2 or lower monsters, sorry. So it gets a crap ton of attack right there. Stardust Synchron is going to tribute my Satellite Synchron to special summon out my Stardust Synchron. Then my Stardust Trail will special summon. Both get banished, and this brings out Stardust Dragon. Then I have the effect of Stardust Trail to special summon a token, and Jet Synchron effect, Pitching Synchro Overtake to special summon Jet Synchron. Then I Synchro these two guys out, and go into Celestial Double Star Shaman. Celestial Double Star Shaman is going to special summon back out Junk Converter. Then I can Synchro those two off into, as you might have guessed, Shooting Riser Dragon. Shooting Star Dragon, not Shooting Riser Dragon. I was thinking Shooting Riser Dragon. But this is an awesome end board, actually. I have two quick effect interruptions to Synchro Summon, so I could use this, and if they negate it, shit. But I have a strong-ass Junk Warrior, who's one of my all-time favorite cards, if not, like, number 2. Actually, I think Junk Warrior is my actual favorite card. Then Premium Gold Lina, Familiar Possessed Lina, is my actual favorite card, but Junk Warrior is my favorite single card. Lina has that specific variant. That specific variant of Lina is my favorite art, my favorite card in the game. My Junk Warrior is just the fucking best. Dude looks so awesome and is so much fun. I bought an ultra rare Junk Warrior and I'm so happy that I have it because he's so fucking cool. Then I have two interruptions to Synchro Summon. So Axel Synchro Stardust. If I were to actually be running a level 7, I'd be running Black Rose Dragon in this deck. And that would then allow me, if they were to called by Axel Synchro Stardust, that's fine, because then I can just use Shooting Riser Dragon and Junk Warrior to go into whatever to pop their field regardless. Although it would still pop my own field, which kind of sucks. Activate Pre-Pepper Rights, add Hymn of Light. I have never seen this card in my fucking life. I don't know what Saphira Queen of Dragons does. I'm just playing against what they have. Saphira Queen of Dragons, I mean, cool. It is what it is. Activates Ritual Sanctuary, allowing you to add light ritual monsters or ritual spells. And they ritual summon using Ben 10 in hand to summon out Saphira, Queen of Dragons. Then I believe they gain Ben 10 effect because it was tributed. Yep, adds a light fairy from deck to hand, adding Star Seraph Sovereignty. Whatever the fuck that does. I've never seen a Star Seraph deck in my life. I legitimately haven't. But I just thought it was really fun playing the cards that I'm playing right now. This was my original Stardust deck, with some variations, Assault Synchron and Synchro Overtake as well as Stardust Synchron, but this deck is so much fun. Evil from Ouroboros, targeting one card my opponent controls, they target my Shooting Star Dragon and return it to hand, unfortunately. Preparation of Rites, adding Cypher Angel Benten back to hand, and adding Hymn of Light from Graveyard back to hand, which is an amazing actual card. I attribute this Synchro Summon out into my Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, or using Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon to Synchro Summon into Stardust Dragon, then Synchro Summon out here using these two cards to go into Satellite Warrior. I was actually really thinking I could just go back into, Shooting Star Dragon, but I figured it'd be better to go into Satellite Warrior Pop 3, because then I have two unaffected 5,000 attack monsters on field, and Assault Synchron's going to bring back my Axel Synchro Stardust. Avarice is going to shuffle 5 back into the deck, and then they get to draw 2 cards. The most unfortunate thing happens here, though, where is they draw fucking nothing. They activate Upstart, they draw 1 more, absolutely nothing, and they surrender. Cool deck, though. it was interesting seeing the deck. It didn't look half bad, and I think if I didn't have just a bunch of nonsense like interruptions that would like I could pop their whole field, I feel like they probably would have won. Like if I hadn't gone to the Shooting Star Dragon, if I hadn't gone to the Satellite Warrior and had gone to the Shooting Star Dragon, they probably would have been able to out my board. I feel like this is the jank synchro deck. Main deck is almost, it's pretty much identical. Like, in all honesty, it is almost completely identical to my normal synchro deck, and I think that's just because I'm kind of playing the deck in what I consider to be the best, well, not the best way. I don't consider it the most prominent or best strategy available, because those tend to not be fun. This strategy is what I think is the most fun strategy of playing synchros, excluding the 3 maxis. I wouldn't run the 3 maxis. I'd probably run either a third Topple Warrior or a third synchro carrier, something along those lines. Maybe even another Stardust Trail to try and open with it, but it'd be something along those lines. It's fun. It's a fun deck. It's interesting. It's silly. It's a simple version. I'm not ending on several Omni Negates, but I'm still ending on interruptions. I can also get out Majestic Star Dragon, which, with Arrive and Light on the field, cannot be returned to the hand, which means Majestic Star Dragon's effect during the end phase will not return it to the hand. And the other amazing thing, this card isn't a once per turn. When Majestic Star Dragon tributes itself to negate an effect and destroy my opponent's field, Assault Synchron is going to return itself to it's going to banish Assault Synchron, special summon back out Majestic Star Dragon, and then Majestic Star Dragon has yet another full field wipe with an effect negate, which is fucking ridiculous. It is legitimately an insane combo. I was really wanting to run Shooting Majestic Star in this deck, but getting into an 11 after doing everything else that I do in this deck, because the main combo is always going to be Junk Warrior into Axel Synchro Stardust if possible. So it's going to be a 5,000 attack Junk Warrior into Axel Synchro Stardust, but it's just fun. If I could ever try to figure out a way to get it to be Shooting Majestic as well on top of that, I don't even know if I really would, because I think Majestic Star Dragon is just a bit more fun in a lot of situations, though it's definitely more complicated because you have to use Stardust Dragon in particular. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you haven't had a wonderful day, there's always the rest of your day. It's always tomorrow, the day after that, so on and so forth. Things don't get better unless you let them, so give yourself time and things will improve. I'm gonna dismantle this really quickly. I do not want to see this shit. Get out of my fucking thing. I don't know what you are as well. Never mind, you're kind of cool. I'm gonna keep you. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye bye.